All right, well, let's shift gears here a little bit. We're going to talk about Enbridge a little bit, the replacement tunnel for Line 5. It inches forward, not with the speed that many would like, but we're getting there. And joining me now is Erica Fink. She's the new Operations Manager. I believe she's based in Escanaba, if I'm not mistaken. Erica, welcome to the program.
Hey, good morning, Steve. Thanks for having me. You are not mistaken. I'm based out of Escanaba. That's our office there. And
It's
I
a,
cover the, go ahead.
it's a lovely town. That's all I was going to say. It's a lovely part of the world. I love that part of the state.
I never thought I would live in Escanaba. You see that movie and it's a sweet little name,
Yeah,
but it's a great town. It's
it
really,
is.
really been great. Yeah,
Are
loving
they
it.
rebuilding the Stone House, I think it was called? Great restaurant, but I think they had a fire of some sort. Fabulous. But I
They,
hope they're rebuilding.
they are, and the contractors are moving. There's silt fencing around the facility right now, and it's actually underway. So
Yeah.
hopefully it comes back within a year. And there's been a couple of little fires in Esky, so we gotta rebuild another restaurant across the way that we lost over the summer
Man,
too.
you've lived there so long, you've got a nickname for it, Esky. I've never heard that before. You just
It's
gave yourself
it's
away.
That's all
Erica.
right. I mean, I lived in St. Ignace for a while too, and we called it St. Iggy. So
There
you,
you
you
go.
go with
All
the
right.
flow. You want to blend in for sure.
And here's the thing about Enbridge, and the thing that I don't think a lot of people understood about the company. The people that work for Enbridge live here. You have
Right.
families here. You're investing in the community. You go to school here, church here, whatever it might be.
Right.
Enbridge is part of the fabric of Michigan. And so when they came along and said, let's build
100%.
this tunnel, they weren't doing it because they're just some giant out-of-state,
No, no,
multinational.
no,
They
no.
did it because they wanted to do the right thing. That's what I've always thought is a $500 million, one-of-a-kind project that'll have this boring machine, all this stuff. And when it's done, this tunnel will accommodate not just energy, but communications and anything else the state of Michigan and their little heart desires, right?
So you hit the nail on the head, Steve. We live here. This is our home. These are our waters. We fish in them. We canoe and kayak and boat in these
Sure.
waters. Nobody has a bigger interest in keeping these waters safe than we do. And we will do everything in our power to keep them pristine because they're our waters. I mean, this is fundamental to who we are. Some of my pipeliners, I'm blessed to work with a really talented team. Some of my pipeliners and welders are generational. Their fathers worked here. Um, we've got 50, 60 years of legacy built in. My folks are not new to this. They've been doing it generationally. They're the best at what they do. And I've worked for a number of large oil companies, gas distribution companies. And what I can tell you is, as large as Enbridge is, it is an absolute family. And I've never felt that in any company. I've worked for some great companies, but I want to
Sure.
tell you, my people, and I think it's kind of germane to the UP. It's sort of that's, the Uper way. We look out for one another. We take care of each other. We are not going to do something unsafe because guess what? We care about our reputations.
Yeah, it's a
Very
special
focused on
place.
doing it safely. It's
And
it's
the other
the
thing you
most
point out
special
there,
place.
it's Michigan people that are getting the jobs. These are welders and fabricators. These are
100%.
good paying jobs. These are jobs that support families and communities, aren't they?
So if you look at the wages that my folks are blessed to make, they're some of the highest in the state and certainly in the UP. So one person can work and provide a really good life for their family, kids and all.
Right.
And you said $500 million, Steve, for the tunnel. I wish we could get by for that cost. It's much more than that. And while I say that to make a point, there are cheaper ways to get that energy across. There are, but there are not safer ways to get that energy across. The tunnel that we will build will be the safest, the most reliable, and for generations to come, it will continue to provide the energy that we need, especially in the UP. If you live here and your home is powered by natural gas or propane, then you need Line 5. And so it just blows my mind when I see people say that we don't need Line 5. It's not true. It hasn't been true in 70
No, it
years.
has not been true. In fact, they would suggest, well, you can just bring it across by truck. Apparently, they've never seen it when 60-mile-an-hour winds are blowing across the Mackinac Bridge. And secondarily, there aren't enough trucks to move that much energy. There's not some magical fleet hiding in the shadows waiting to come out and move that energy. This is the best, smartest, safest, most efficient way to do it. We all know that, and it blows my mind, too. I mean, it takes a lot to move that energy. doesn't it?
So I like that you've done your homework and you clearly know the facts here, Steve. I enjoy talking to people that have done the research. When you say let's get rid of the pipelines, the safest way to move energy that there is, and let's just truck it in, you're talking about 2,100 trucks a day to move the same amount of product that's going safely through our pipeline. There are not regulations on trucks like there are on the pipeline. I can assure you the amount of work that we do through preventative maintenance programs, through constantly fine tuning and working on projects to make the pipeline safer, more resilient, more reinforced. There isn't a better way to do it. But I would offer my friends that say, well, we just don't need the pipeline. You're going to need a lot of trucks. And frankly, our roads can't accommodate what we have now, let alone when the winter kicks in. And to your point, Steve, when the wind picks up and they shut the bridge. I
Yeah.
lived in St. Ignace for 6 years and I trucked over to Petoskey every day to do my work. And when that bridge closed, it was a problem. Unfortunately, we don't have an alternative to the bridge. We haven't had the will and the depth and the vision to build an alternative. And here we are with a golden opportunity. This tunnel is as big, if not bigger, than the bridge, than any other project that I know of. And it will be world class. It will be
Yeah.
built by the best people that have built, dozens of tunnels around the globe. These are not people that are trying to figure out how to do it. They're the best. We've picked the best people to work with, from engineering to
Yeah.
geology.
And the
I
point
mean,
you're making, Erica, about when you say it's bigger than the bridge, engineering wise, this is a bigger undertaking than the bridge. We got to leave it there for today. Really great to meet you here today on the
Likewise.
program. The new Enbridge Operations Manager, Erica Fink, based in Escanaba
Yeah.
for people that aren't
Yeah.
otherwise trained. Really good to talk to you because I love your enthusiasm. We'll talk again soon.
Look forward to it, Steve. Thanks so much.
There you have it. Erica Fink, everybody. This project is the right project for Michigan. I have believed it from day one. I've become more convinced when I talk to people like Erica every day. I'll take a break and be back. Don't go anywhere.